Yup.
We're going there. If you haven't seen it already, the Power Rangers bootleg film is a satire of the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers series. In a dark near future where Skynet has taken over and the Green Ranger, Tommy, has to save Sarah Connor to stop the Machine Empire.
Directed and produced.
The opening starts with shaky camera movements that make you feel like you're going down a slide and banging your head back and forth. Kinda like that.
It's as if the guy from Cloverfield was videotaping it all. I mean, it's not just the camera work. Look at the Rangers run around.
Hey guys!
So, we're not off to a good start.
Yeah, maybe we should skip the Megazord scene then.
Why? That looks badass. Is there gonna be more Megazord fights?
Yeah.
Really?
No.
You son of a bitch! Oh.
The Megazord scene was so short and unstable that I had a really hard time trying to get a still of the Dino Megazord to try and complement the fact that they at least got the right colors of the legs. But what's the point of putting details in something like that when you're forgetting one big thing?
Yeah, like who's operating the Megazord? Definitely not the Power Rangers. They're over there standing watching it get wrecked.
Let's just get to the next scene.
Alright, so in the next scene we find out that Rocky is a bad guy who has joined the Machine Empire and is interrogating Kimberly to find out where Tommy is, because he apparently can't be found.
Tommy Oliver is a ghost.
He's a ghost.
Am I dead yet?
The interrogation narrates most of the film, and the scene continues with some cliche dialogue and your usual sci-fi technology, where the actor is waving his hands in the air and waving them like he just don't care.
Honestly, though, it's not that bad. It's pretty well done.
Good. I'm glad you liked it, Ram.
You're agreeing with me right now. That can't be good.
During the interrogation, we find out that Kimberly was married to Jason, but shortly after he was killed by the Machine Empire because Bulk and Skull had sold him out. For drugs. What's wrong, Ram?
My childhood hurts.
Oh, is it because of the drugs?
No, it's because he's wearing a damn Raiders jersey.
Tommy shows up after Kimberly was taken away and takes Jason's sword. He also finds Bulk and Skull dead from drug abuse.
And now a word from Miss Mackey.
Drugs are bad. You shouldn't do drugs. If you do them, you're bad. Because drugs are bad, okay? It's a bad thing to do drugs, so don't be bad by doing drugs, okay? That'd be bad. Drugs are bad, okay?
Now there's a lot wrong with what just happened. Ignoring the fact that Jason was murdered, Bulk overdosed, and Skull committed suicide, the main issue here is that none of those characters would actually do those things. Except for the Machine Empire destroying a Ranger, that still holds true.
We can get over the idea of Kimberly being with Jason because that's plausible, but Bulk and Skull would never betray the Power Rangers, especially if they knew their identities.
In fact, in an episode of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers called When is a Ranger Not a Ranger, Bulk and Skull learn who the Power Rangers are, and even though they had the opportunity to leave with that information, they decided to try and save them at the risk of losing their memory.
You're not taking the Power Rangers anywhere.
What? Yeah. Not if we can help it.
Sounds pretty heroic if you ask me, and heroism is definitely something I don't see in this version of Bulk and Skull. In fact, I don't see it in any of the characters so far.
Let's move on to Zach, shall we?
Boobies!
Wait, hold on.
What, Jay? What are you gonna say to ruin boobies for me, huh?
It's nothing like that. The thing is, I saw the original cut on Vimeo where the girls were actually naked.
Can I watch it right now?
Sorry, Ram, they took it down.
It's not fair.
It's okay, Ram. That's what the internet's for. From what I read, Saban actually had them take down the original version. They also had them take down the YouTube version too for a little while, but they put it back up with an age restriction.
So they make Zack an adrenaline junkie and is having trouble getting his kicks. The only thing that redeemed this version of Zack was the hip-hop keto training tapes.
Yeah. Remember when we used to do those tapes?
Hip-hop keto, that's keto, and abs, knock 'em out, knee 'em up, work it, counter and punch, hip-hop keto, let's go.
Zack eventually joins the Machine Empire on his own free will and decides to do their dirty work.
He sets out to North Korea to capture their general, and in this scene we get to see a better view of the power suit.
It looks like those muscle suits you get at the Halloween store.
Where you going?
Pew, 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 pew. Am I Black Ranger yet? So the big boss shows up and has his goons fight Zack, but they all get their asses handed to them.
And after killing his last goon for whatever reason, Mr. Chow says to Zack,
I want my purse back.
and then Zack says,
That's not a purse, it's a satchel!
and then Mr. Chow says,
It's a purse, okay?
and then Zack kills Mr. Chow.
Is that racist?
You look at me, and then look at him, and you tell me that they're not the same person. They even do the same damn finger thing.
Yep. It's not racist.
What are you talking about, Willis? That him!
After that, Zack gets killed like it's no big deal, and the interrogation continues.
Jason implies that it was Tommy who murdered Zack and soon after killed Billy too.
But we know he didn't do it because they were already dead by the time he arrived, and they look like suicides.
These Power Rangers suck at their jobs.
Speaking of sucking at their jobs, the interrogation continues.
Now where's Tommy?
Go fuck yourself.
This film should have been called Where's Tommy? Where in the world is Tommy San Diego?
Apparently Tommy was at Trini's funeral for a brief moment, but then he's gone again.
How did Trini die?
They don't explain it in the movie, which is pretty disturbing because that leaves me to believe that they think we should already know. That's pretty messed up, guys.
Kimberly has already given all the info she has on Tommy, but it turns out this interrogation was all about using her as bait.
Cue Tommy's entrance.
And cue Attack on Titan weapons.
Rocky and Tommy duke it out, and boy, a kid show can do a better job at a fight scene.
A kids show, you say?
Welcome to my nightmare.
So just as Tommy is about to get struck down by Rocky, Kimberly breaks free from her handcuff and shoots Rocky right in the dome.
Boom, headshot! Boom, headshot! Boom, headshot!
Then there's a twist.
Kimberly's already dead. Tommy does his best Batman impression and says,
Her last words were, spit in my mouth.
That's it. Oh god, that was perfect.
So in the end it turns out Rita Repulsa was disguised as Kimberly and she killed everyone.
This film was just a parody of Power Rangers.
One big joke! Let us know what you thought about this short film.
Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you feel any different about remakes?
In any case, you know what time it is.
It's time to get Ranger fit.
What?
Hip hop keto! That's keto! And abs! Abs! Knock him out! Knee him up! Work it! Count it and punch! Punch! Hip hop keto! Let's go!
On a serious note, the actors did an amazing job, the special effects were great, and for the most part it was well directed.
Though, it shouldn't have been called a Power Rangers film because none of the characters had their distinctive personality.
And other than having names attached to colors, there was nothing that made the Power Rangers
Power Rangers.
Thanks you guys for watching another episode of Pizza Games! Yeah! Also, check out some other videos!
You can click on this box right here that's playing our last video.
Totally do that, man! Totally do that!
Yeah, you know you want to.
It's awesome!
Also, be sure to let us know what you think about how we feel. Anything. Whatever. This part's not even going to make it to the video.